Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start another study session, which is study session 8, and the topic is drafting, improving drafts through capitalization and punctuation. Let's start with the introduction. After a term paper has been drafted, it is imperative to cross-check what has been written to ensure that you have actually done justice to the topic you have worked on. Also, you will need to revisit, to revise your draft, in order to refine the errors that might have occurred in punctuation or in the area of capitalization. Punctuation in English consists of a series of symbols used, for instance, to mark off words. We also use it to mark off phrases, to mark off clauses and sentences one from another. These symbols usually make reading and writing in English more meaningful and error-free. Punctuation is a mechanical device that a good writer of English employs to express his ideas and to show his emotions. Learning outcomes for study session 8. By the end of the lecture, the student should be able to identify the necessary place where they need to use capitalization and other punctuation marks. And also, you should have mastered how to use punctuation marks appropriately when. What is capitalization? It is when the first letter of the following nouns are written in capital or block letters. Anyway, they appear in essays and letter writings. And what are the nouns? The nouns are names of persons, places, institutions, month of the year, days of the week, and the first person singular pronoun, which is I. It is also used to begin a new sentence or paragraph. That is the usefulness of capitalization. So whenever you have a proper nouns, most especially the names of persons, it must start with capital letter, and names of places, capital letters, institutions, month of the year, days of the week, festivals, among others. And also using capital case letters. Use capital case economically. Long essays written in upper cases are hard to recognize and remember because the letters lack ascenders and descenders. So all words in upper cases have the same visual outline. Lowercase alphabet in its greater detail offers more clues to the reader. That is it, it offers it. And the longer the passage written in uppercase, the harder the readers work to understand the meaning. Look at this sentence we have below. My dog has many fleas. That is, this sentence is written in uppercase. Look at the lowercase. My dog has many fleas. That is lowercase. Maximum time in steam room is 30 minutes. Do not use if pregnant or have high blood pressure. This we have in uppercase. Normal, which is the normal one, which must be in a lowercase, which is a maximum time in steam room is 30 minutes. Do not use if pregnant or have high blood. Capitalizing sentences and quotations. The writer should capitalize the first letter of the first word of a sentence. When you are starting a new sentence, the first word in that sentence, the first letter in that word must be in capital letter. Various types of population of organisms have distinct determinants in their genotypic constitution. These populations also vary largely in their makeup. Now, if you look at various, which is the first word in that sentence, in the first sentence there, the first letter there is capitalized, and these, which is the first sentence, the first word in the second sentence, the T there is in capital letter. Now look at this. The writer should capitalize the first letter of the first word of a direct quotation that is a complete sentence. Take for instance, look at the the lecturer said, comma, she is easily the best student in the class. You can see that she, which is a pronoun, after the comma has been inserted, starting the quotation, the first letter there is in capital letter. And when a quoted sentence is interrupted by explanatory words, such as she said, do not begin the second part of the sentence with a capital letter. Please take note of this. Look at this. In the States, Sergio said there was a similar group. There was a similar group. You can see there's an explanatory explanatory words there. So, and that is why this other one is starting with small letter. When the second part of a quotation is a new sentence, you put a period after the interrupting expression and begin the second part of the quotation with a capital letter. He is not a bit like Usai. You see, and the caller remarks, Usai is quite beautiful. You can see the use of capital letters there. And quotation marks are not in indirect speech. No, when you are when we don't put quotation marks in indirect speech. We do not. We only use quotation marks in direct speech. Now look at these sentences we have below. He ordered her to sit down and wait for him to return. And Myro said that she could come. So look, we have the two indirect sentences without quotation marks. Capitalization in academic writing. You must capitalize the names of major sections of the paper and all references, figures, and tables. Please take note of that, like introduction, conclusion, abstracts, appendix, A, and so on and so forth, glossary. You can also capitalize figure as table and so on and so forth. So you must capitalize references to temperature scales, whether written out or abbreviated. We have 10 degrees Fahrenheit. We also have 22 degrees Celsius. So we can see the F in Fahrenheit and also in C in Celsius written in capital letters. And also you must capitalize the names of specific courses and the names of semesters. Now look at it. We have General Agriculture, first semester 2018. You can see G in general capital letter, A in agriculture capital letter, F in the first capital letter semester, S in semester capital letter. And the use of English, one, you see the F is not written in capital letter because it is a preposition. So we do not start prepositions with capital letters. And that's all second semester 2011. Please take note of that. Capitalization in correspondence. You must capitalize the first letter in the first word in the salutation of a letter. Take for instance, dear, sir. D in dear in capital letter, sir. S in capital letter, dear Mrs. Chike. D in capital letter, M in capital letter, C in capital letter, dear Tolani. D in capital letter, T in capital letter, dear Professor Ajadi, and you can see those ones written in capital letters. You must capitalize only the first word in the closing of the letter. Take for instance, yours faithfully, the Y in capital letter, the F in faithfully in small letter. We also have just sincerely, the Y in capital letter, the S in small letter. You must capitalize the first letter in the title and name of the person addressed. So we have a dear sir, dear Mrs. Chike, and so on and so forth. You must capitalize keywords in addresses. Take for instance, we have Dr. A.A. Akinseli, General Studies Unit, Federal University of Technology, PMB 704, Akure, Ondo State, Nigeria. You can see you can see Nigeria starting with capital letter, that is the country, Ondo State, that is the state, capital letter O, capital letter S, Akure, that is the city or the town. We have PMB in capital letter, that is abbreviation. We also have Federal University Technology, F in Federal capital, U in University capital, T in Technology capital. Well, you can see the O, the hub there is a preposition, like I said earlier. It is not, we should not start that with capital letter. With General Studies unit, these ones should be in capital letter. You also make use of a capital letter, to start every proper nouns. Every proper noun, that is proper name. We have names of people and their initials, places, mountains, and rivers. Look at in now, a capital letter N, Dr. A.B. Oni, Abuja, Mount Kilimanjaro, the Niger River, Owena, Akure, Okearo, Anglican Church, and so on and so forth. Make use of capital letters at the beginning of the names of ethnic groups, that is the languages, nations, and adjectives indicating nationality. Now we have Nigeria, which is a nation. We have a Nigerian, which is an adjective indicating nationality. Yoruba, we have Tiv, we have Canada, which is a nation. We have a Canadian, which is an adjective indicating nationality. Make use of capital letters at the beginning of names of days, months, festivals, and historical dates. We have Monday, January, New Year Festival, Christmas, the Romantic period, Independence Day, Fruta Founders Day, and so on and so forth. And we also make use of capital letters at the beginning of titles of people and names of things when we refer to unique examples. The governor of Ondo State, that is a title. The vice chancellor of FUTA, you can see of in the two words, in the two phrases. The of there is a preposition, so that's why we're not starting that with capital letter. The eternal city, the article starting the word, that starting the phrase, eternal is an adjective, and the city is a noun. Okay, make use of capital letters at the beginning of the names of clubs, organizations, businesses, institutions, and political parties. So, Futa Debate Club, Amnesty International, Ed Hunters Consultancy Limited, Accord Party, and so on and so forth. We also make use of capital letters at the beginning of each major word in the title of books, the plays, works of art, and so on and so forth. Now, the Holy Bible, you can see that starting with capital letter. The Mona Lisa, the Trials of Brother Joe, the Vanguard, and so on and so forth. Other rules. Make use of capital letters at the beginning of adjectives derived from proper nouns. We have look at these adjectives here. We have a Christian, we have a Herculean, we have a Aristotelian, we have an Australian, and so on and so forth. You also make use of capital letters for adjectives that are formed from the names of ethnic groups and nationalities. We have Nigerian languages, we have Italian food. You can see Nigerian starting with capital letter. We have Italian starting with capital letter. We have English authors, African culture. You can see all those ones in capital letters. You also make use of capital letters at the beginning of nouns and pronouns standing for God. Take for instance, we have the Lord, the Trinity, Elohim, Jehovah, He, and so on and so forth. You also make use of a capital letter for writing the first person singular subject pronoun, which is I, and also the interjection O. Some common errors. Students should not capitalize commonly used words that have come to have specialized meanings. Even though their origins are in words that are capitalized. So we have a navy blue, we have India ink, we have a pasteurization, we have a biblical, and also you as students should not capitalize the names of elements, even though the symbols for the elements are capitalized. We have a tungsten, we have a nitrogen, we have oxygen, we have a Californium, and so on and so forth. You should not capitalize proper names when they are used as common nouns. We have some proper names, but sometimes we use them as common nouns. Please, they should not be capitalized. Now, examples, we have Faraday, not Faraday, which is the proper name of the person. We have a Jolly, we have a Watt, and so on and so forth. Now we have come to the end of the study session 8. It is good for every student to master all the rules of capitalization. If you are in doubt of whether you should capitalize or not, you need to try to understand why you are capitalizing a word by applying the rules. Though capitalization helps writing to become more effective and clearer, students must be careful when using capital letters in writing. You need to be very careful. If not used properly, it can also make your writing uninteresting, and confusing if they are used wrongly. So we need to use them appropriately. We need to use them correctly. An appropriate capitalization of words and appropriate use of punctuation marks must be checked carefully when proofreading the draft. By the time you are proofreading what you have written, you are proofreading your draft, you need to check and make sure that you have made use of appropriate capitalization and appropriate punctuation marks. And also, correct punctuations add clarity and precision to writing. Yes, it makes what you are writing to be clear and also to be precise, and it allows the writer to stop, to pause, or give emphasis to certain parts of the sentence. So these are some other things what will help you while you are writing your draft. And also punctuation marks, capitalizations are very, very important. So and I want you to make judicious use of these by the time you'll be writing your 10 papers. So till next time when we shall meet again, thank you very much for listening. Do enjoy the rest of your day.